Welcome back. Bannerman Park is the oldest and most historic park in the province. It has been in the spotlight more than a few times over the past few months with the controversies surrounding the demolition of the bandstand and the recent launch of the beautiful Garden of Memories. Now, behind all of that is the hard-working team of volunteers who have been putting all of their spare time into the Bannerman Park Foundation, a foundation with big plans to revitalize the park with 6 major projects. Joining me now to talk about this further is the campaign chair of Fund Development, Mary Walsh.
Of Fund Development.
Fun
Development.
Fun, yeah.
No, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
So tell me, why did you join this foundation? What does the park mean to you?
Kevin Nolan asked me to join, and you know, he was very, you know, he's very persuasive anyway as a human being. But I wanted to join because, of course, you know, I grew up in downtown St. John's. I grew up on Carter's Hill and Henry Street. And so Bannerman Park was really our backyard and our only access to water except for the harbor. So, you know, we spent a lot of time there. Like, you know, Boring Park was a great park, but your mother had to take you or your older sister or something. But you could actually get to Bannerman Park yourself. So we spent many, many summers there. And it is... You know, Bannerman Park is, for the inner city kids, I've never heard anybody from St. John's called inner city, downtown youngsters, I suppose. It was really important, but it was also important for all those big houses around, you know, Rennie's Mill Road and, you know, the other place, where there are a lot of people who are middle class and upper middle class. And so Bannerman Park is a very egalitarian place. It's a public space that serves all the different classes. And, you know, Danny Williams, I was asking Danny Williams for money the other day. I won't tell you what he said. I won't tell you what he said. But one of the things he did say was that we've all swum in that pool. Mm-hmm. And it's true. Everybody who grew up in the East End of St. John's was in that pool. Sometimes it was like, when you're going for the free swim, it was like stepping into the Ganges. But, you know, so it means a lot to me, and it would be wonderful if it became a jewel of downtown, you know, and it's been left to, you know, to its own regard for so long. Very little has been done with it to upgrade it, to take care of it, and it's time, you know? It's done all its work.
The foundation has done a lot of work. There are 6 major projects.
Yes.
So the garden is complete. You launched that.
Yes.
Unveiled that just last year.
Yes.
And so what is the next major project?
Well, there are a couple, really. There's the splash pad. I'm not really up on splash pads, but apparently they're brilliantly fun. My friend Kathy Jones has 2 grandchildren, and she said that's where they want to be all the time in Halifax, is at the splash pad. It's water going, and it's set up for handicap too, and that's already funded. The Rotary, the wonderful, wonderful Rotary, 3 different Rotary people have put the funding in for that. Plus, of course, City Council will meet whatever.
Well, you're hoping to raise $3 million.
$3 million.
And then the city will match dollar to dollar.
Dollar for dollar, the city will match every dollar that we get. And then the next thing is the skating trail, which is, so that will be operable from November right till April. And then I heard the other day, from April till November, it will be, you can use it as a roller skating rink. So that, you know, so the park kind of closes down a little bit in the winter, and now it won't, you know. And there's a big new pavilion, as well as the bandstand. The bandstand will continue.
I was going to ask you, because there was a lot of controversy surrounding that, and you know, whether to demolish it or keep it. So you will be keeping it and building the pavilion next or near to it?
The pavilion will be quite close to it, I think. We didn't have any feelings about it one way or the other. We were given a plan and asked to raise funds for that plan. And then people in St. John's felt very close to the bandstand. They had a real emotional attachment. When you look at the bandstand, it's hard to figure, but it's true. Whenever you think of the park, the first thing you see is that bandstand, right? And it is so, you know, bricky and it lacks character in a way that you can put anything you like on it. So it's a very important place, I think. So I didn't say how I felt about it, but then when the City Council went ahead and voted to keep it, I was really happy, because it meant a lot to me, though people poo-poo that sort of thing, but it does, you know?
Yeah. So tell me, where are you right now in terms of the money being raised? Are you near that $3 million goal, or is there still a ways to go?
I'm not sure. You know, when we talk about money, of course, you never know what you're supposed to say. You know, what are you allowed to say? I think that we've promised to raise $1.5 million by July. And I think we're on target to do that. I have great faith in Kevin Nolan, and great faith in our team, and great faith in the foundation. And I'm sure we'll do it. And we're starting a new angel program, which is $5,000, which would be maybe $1,000 every year for 5 years, which, as it works out, is only the cost of a latte per day, which is not bad, right? Mm-hmm. And the angels, we hope to use, we're not sure what the angel money will be used for exactly, but for that $5,000, again, just $1,000 per year over 5 years, you would get be part of a plaque of the angels, and you get to name a lamp standard or a bench. And so it's a great program, and so we're just launching that now.
Okay, well, we have brought up the website if people want to make a donation or learn anything else about the Bannerman Park Foundation and everything you're doing. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We are going to take a short break right now, but we'll be right back with lots more to come on Out of the Fog.